Good morning. It's time to get in touch. Brought to you by Geisinger Muncie and Jersey Shore. State-of-the-art healthcare close to home. Every week, this public affairs show shines a spotlight on people and programs in our communities that improve the quality of life in Lycoming County and beyond. I'm Freddi Hammer, host of In Touch and news director at Backyard Broadcasting. Our nation's warriors have sacrificed so much for our country. Now it's your turn to answer the call. You can join Blue Star Mothers North Central PA-12 and the 327th Quartermaster Battalion Family Readiness Group for their 4th Patriot 5K Color Run and Walk. It's coming up this September, and we're excited because there's some deadlines to discuss, as well as the activities of the Blue Star Mothers in North Central PA. We're here with Vice President Brenda Everett today. Hi, Brenda.
Hello, Freddi. Thank you for having me.
We're psyched to have another Color Run, 4th year. How exciting is that?
This is one of our most fun events that we do. It just gives everybody a great way to get out in the community, get involved, get some color love on them. They wear tutus and kids and dogs. I mean, it's just crazy, and it's so much fun.
Runners generally have costumes and headdresses and all kinds of things, and flags on their ankles and stuff.
Listen, we love to see them completely go all out for this, as long as they keep in mind they are getting doused with color at each station throughout the run.
Is this a big milestone as far as the 4th one goes? I mean, you're definitely putting forth a big effort, and it started a little smaller, but it's getting bigger now.
So it started smaller, and then, of course, we had a couple years where COVID happened. And so, our current president, she helped to bring it back, and she's done a phenomenal job. But this was always one of our first events that we had really done in the city. So it's something, I'm very passionate about and want to see it keep going. And hopefully it does. Everybody at the city's been great to work with.
Sure.
Everybody at the Armory.
Sure.
They've been great to work with. They provide lots of National Guard to help us execute this. And it's really just a community thing to show our support and show our pride.
Is there anything a little different this year, or do you follow the same route? Are you doing any new activities?
So we always try to follow the same route. It's better to just stick to what we know, and then that way people don't get confused.
Absolutely.
So, it's a morning of fun. We're getting together, but we're also at the same time remembering why we're there, who we are raising money for. And actually, the one woman who has always helped with organizing this, she's getting deployed, so I don't have her this year.
Okay.
But, this money goes to helping when, she's gone, and, different people don't realize they're deployed. And they're deployed sometimes to dangerous areas, and their families back here need some help. And that's what this money helps with. For the Readiness Group, our money with the Blue Star Mothers, our money goes to so many different projects. We do our care packages. We do Christmas presents for the different homes in the area and go visit our retired seniors and let them talk. We just do so many different projects. Every dollar that we raise really goes back to such a great cause.
These are great families and so supportive of everything that, of course, their family members do, and we want to support them just as much.
Yes, because people don't realize, as much as our military sacrifice when they go overseas, their families suffer while they're gone. Mm-hmm. And it takes a lot of emotional toll on people. We just like to do community things like this so we can show our support, show our love, especially in times where there's so much going on in the world and there's so much uncertainty, meanness. This is coming together in a very good, positive, constructive way, and honestly one of my most fun days of the year.
Do you get to run? Are you a runner, or you just get to organize?
Listen, I tell everyone, if I'm running, please kill whatever's chasing me. I'm an organizer, so I'll be there for the setup and making sure everything's running right, making sure my volunteers are dispersing to their stations when they need to, and then we have the whole setup section, but then we break that down while everybody's out running and move it to the finish section.
Fun.
So we can have a little bit of a party there. As everybody comes back, when they leave, they're leaving all cute and pretty. And when they're coming back, sometimes my color throwers are a little aggressive.
No doubt.
I don't know how else to say it. They're just a little aggressive.
What's exciting is tomorrow's the deadline sign up for early registration.
Yes. Tomorrow is the early sign-up deadline, so if you can, get in now. We would love to see more people. That always gives us a big warm and fuzzy, because it's we get to breathe a sigh of relief, because it's like, hey, we already got a lot of people. But if you don't, you can continue to register. You right through to the event. We'll take you no matter when you come. So even day of, if you decide to show up day of, we'll get you in.
So you start at the Armory. That's where your registration
Yes.
begins, and that's going to be an early time, I guess. And there's all kinds of, anybody can do this from,
Anybody. You can run, you can walk, you can push a stroller. We are a judgment-free zone. We have we have military who have lost limbs and they're out there walking or running, and I'm like, what an inspiration.
Absolutely, it really is.
Just amazing. So yes, this is open for anyone. If you want to show up in a wheelchair, I will make sure somebody's there to push you.
That's great.
We're fine. So
tell me a little bit about the color that gets on your skin. What's the stuff?
So I believe it's just like a corn. I never asked because I really don't want to know, but I really believe it's maybe cornstarch or just baby powder or something that they've colored. So obviously our colors are red, white, and blue. So you're going to have 3 color stations that as you pass those stations throughout the run, one will douse you with red. One will douse you with white, and one will douse you with blue. So by the time you come back, if you weren't already patriotic enough when you left, we make sure you are when you return.
This is a photogenic opportunity.
Oh, you should see some of the pictures. And then it's so fun. At the end, they take the remaining color packets and throw them in the air, and then color is just coming down on everybody.
I love it.
Needless to say, at that moment, I run.
And they're chasing you with it.
They're chasing me with color packets. But no, it's a fun day. It raises money for a great cause, and it's a community for such an amazing, amazing project. It's our military.
Is this the biggest fundraiser you do each year, or as far as the biggest project you do?
This is a huge project.
Yeah.
We spend months planning this. We started talking about this last year, right after the last one ended.
Right.
And then putting all the pieces into place. We're also still looking for sponsors. And in case nobody knew, I work at Backyard Broadcasting.
Yes.
So if you
Full
need
disclosure.
to get a hold of me, you can call the radio station.
I wonder, do you collaborate with schools or other organizations?
So with all of our mamas, each mama reaches out to different organizations. So some of our mamas are teachers in the schools. Obviously, with my youngest son, I reach out to Williamsport School District. The track, cross country, I will reach out to those kids and say, hey, I need help. Can you come? Can you either run or volunteer? Help me out in some way.
Sure.
So, yeah, we reach out. It requires roughly 40 to 50 volunteers. I need 26 people just on street closure detail, because many people get confused.
Point them in the right
So
direction.
when they see the roads closed, we got to tell them where they need to go. So
And I guess there's time from couch to 5K. And I mean, the run itself is in September.
yes, we have lots of time. So if you're interested, want to find out more, of course, if you want to give us money and sponsor, we are always so happy to have our sponsors. And
Call Brenda Everett right here.
Yes, call Brenda Everett. The radio station number is
323-8200.
Obviously, I don't call myself very often.
You don't. We call you Brenda.
We would love to have everybody join us. The date of the color run is September 6th, 1307 Grove Street. It
Okay.
is the weekend after Labor Day, so we're not interfering
You're not
with
encroaching
that.
on anybody's family picnics.
And we got to remember, this is right before 9/11.
Right.
It's a time that means a lot to us.
We remember what happened.
We remember, and we also get very emotional, as do the people who were involved in it. So this is a good way to come out in a very constructive, healthy, fun way and honor those who have served.
Someone's not familiar with what Blue Star Mothers do. Give me a little overview about what you and your group do each year.
So Blue Star Mothers are mothers of military personnel, all branches, that come together to support each other, as well as support our children and those that are in the military. Unfortunately, there are many military who have zero support system. So when they get a care package from us, it lights up their world.
Aww.
When we show up at a nursing home for a veteran who has no family come visit him, he smiles from ear to ear.
Aw.
Because they gave up so much, but so many people forget what they did for us.
And they're not the type of people who are going to be bragging about what they did
never,
either.
never. They are very proud. Some of them just like to share their story, or it's as simple as getting a smile.
Mm-hmm.
If I see a veteran and I'm at a coffee shop, I'll buy their coffee for them.
Mm-hmm.
Just simple little things and saying thank you. It's not that hard. It's really, really not. So, we just really try to push the support, the recognition, and the working together.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we support Gold Star families. We all pray every day that we don't know what that feels like, but unfortunately they do.
Mm-hmm.
And it is when you have children in the military, it's something that can happen. And we're all very, very well aware of it.
You have a group that's supporting you.
Yes.
For sure, no matter what happens.
Absolutely.
Tell us about your son.
That's when I found the Blue Star Mothers. My son was straight out of high school and straight out of basics when he deployed to Afghanistan for 9 months with the 82nd Airborne. So he didn't go into an easy field. No, he was right up front. The first killed in action notification that I had gotten for a member that was over there threw me into shock. I didn't know what to do. I thought I prepared. I thought I was ready. I wasn't. And I didn't want him to worry about me. So I found a way here to get the help that I needed, which was the other mothers, because they knew how I felt.
Yeah.
And every time my anxiety would be through the roof when I wouldn't hear from him for a long time or there was more things going on, I just get more involved with the Blue Star Mothers, because sitting home and crying or whatever, or letting my mind wander, does nothing productive or healthy.
Right.
Needless to say, there's been some times where I'm really productive for the Blue Star Mothers.
You have lots of stuff keeping your mind on that, right?
Yes. After 3 tours for my son, the last one was the Afghanistan pullout. He is now medically out and doing well.
Good.
He just can some injuries. He can no longer do the job he was enlisted for.
Okay.
So, life goes on. He's safe. He's healthy. He's doing very, very well. And he also trying to figure out what he can do to support other military people.
Sure.
Because he knows how blessed he was with a very strong support network, and that, he may have gotten injured, but it wasn't near as bad as some other people.
Yeah.
So he's trying to figure out his own way in, the states he's in to get involved.
Well, we want to be patriots for people like him and thank him for his service from us, please.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yes, I thank him all the time. Very proud mom.
I'm just so happy that it came around to this. So he's here and helping us and going forward.
Yes, because I think all my coworkers, didn't know what to do with me at those times. So, but we survived.
Well, I'm thrilled that you were able to do this with the Blue Star Mothers, as well as with the 327th Quartermaster Battalion Family Readiness Group. We can donate our funds. We can donate things. You guys put together the care packages.
Yes, we're always looking for donations. Always. I mean, there are so many ways to give back. You want to give us money. You want to drop off soup. You want to drop off... Oh, they love those water packets, like those liquid IVs and everything.
Yeah,
they travel so well.
With electrolytes and everything.
Yeah, and especially if you think of the ones that are, in the Middle East and such. The desert's hot.
They need as many electrolytes as they can get.
It's just hot. But yes, hygiene products, things like that. We never want to send chocolate. Obviously, it will melt.
Sure.
Liquids we have to be very, very, very careful with. So you just got to be cognizant of what you should or shouldn't send. It's, everything we send has to go through customs. We have to fill out sheets.
Oh.
It is a lot of work. And that's where we always tell people we need money too, because, we do get a discount because it's military, but we still have to pay for these things to get over there. When we do a care package, like our care packaging night, we're sending 50 to 100 care packages.
At 30 pounds each, maybe.
Yeah, it's a lot. So, it's a lot of effort on our end. We try to keep all of our shelves stocked. We're going to be coming up to the holiday times. We love to send holiday items so they remember, that we are recognizing them. So if people want to drop off anything holiday related, we love to put that kind of stuff in, like holiday mints. We always have like candy because, of course, they welcome seeing the candy. Beef jerky's a good one to send.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of some of the other things. Socks, of course, because especially if they're in the desert marching all the time, they burn through socks like crazy.
I bet. How about sunscreen? Things like that. That's liquid, I guess.
So, we've got to be careful. Aerosol cans are very dangerous to send. Liquid.
You kind of have to rethink everything.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of like when you think of traveling on an airplane.
Yeah.
We're sending all of this stuff by air, and it's going through customs.
Okay, yeah.
We never want to put anything in there that could be a red flag, especially if it's going to our military.
Absolutely.
That's the last thing we want to do, and coming from a military organization.
You should know better.
Yes.
So we'll help you be knowing better.
And sometimes people will donate things to us that we can't necessarily use in those, but we do use them other places. And if we can't use them in other places, we donate them to other charities.
Nice.
We don't let things go to waste. We're constantly going through our supplies, checking expiration dates, making sure we're rotating things out. and really not wasting everyone's hard efforts to support us. Crossword puzzles is always something that we love to have.
Sudoku.
Yes, anything like that. Because, I mean, you know, when they're not working, they're bored.
Sure.
You know, there's not necessarily access to phones. You usually can't be on any kind of smart device because you have to turn off everything. Because
you don't want to be detected.
If your family can find you, guess what? So can the bad guys.
Right.
So, and there is so much you don't think about when you're doing this. And unfortunately, we had to think about all of this.
Yeah.
So,
where do we drop off some of the things we want to donate?
So our headquarters is actually at Post 1 downtown.
Okay.
So we're not always there. That's why I always say, you know, I work at Backyard Broadcasting. People are more than welcome to drop off donations here at any time. Get a hold of me through here. We have wonderful people. Van has been so supportive, and that's our owner. I mean, I can't thank Backyard Broadcasting enough because every time I get a crazy idea, Van just lets me run with it and supports it. I mean, the amount of money he has donated in airtime to not only our organization, but all of the charities I'm involved with, it's amazing. I've never seen a company more interested in giving back and community support. So for that, I thank Backyard Broadcasting.
And always wants to help the community. So
yes,
we want to be the person that spearheads that for you in this particular case, for sure.
No, and you guys have been great always. You know, you let me run PSAs. You know, you allow me to come on this show. I love it.
Well, and thank you.
Thank you
for all the work that you do. Now, you're a vice president. Are you on a rotation of becoming the president of the Blue Star Mothers?
So there was talk of me potentially becoming president. I know I was nominated. Our voting happens either August or September.
Okay.
Not really sure. I mean, if I get in, I get in. If
You're
I
doing
don't,
it anyway.
It's whatever.
You're
it's
doing
fine.
The work.
No, and it doesn't matter what my role is. You know, we all work together. Every mother contributes a lot into the efforts of all of our projects. Myself and another one of our vice presidents, we're going to our national convention the end of July.
Okay.
Into the beginning of August, so we're very excited about that.
What do you learn there?
So you learn more ways of giving back, organizations, how to raise funds. One of the projects we would like to do next year is going to cost us $25,000.
Okay.
So we've got to figure out, where do we come up with $25,000? So, you know, it's asking, you know, who do you contact? And I have friends in the community that are showing me how to write for grants, which it wasn't something I knew how to do, but sure, I can learn whatever.
Yeah.
There's lots of ways. So it's just trying to figure it out, trying to get a structure in place. You know I have to raise $25,000 for that project. So how am I going to get there? Who's going to help me? And then when we do get there, make sure all of those people that helped us get recognized. Because, you know, it takes a village to make all this stuff happen.
We have lots of opportunities from now until September for the Patriot 5K color run or walk. And so there's chances for people to volunteer or get themselves involved.
Absolutely. And if you missed this one, if you can't make this one, we're always looking for help.
Looks like a $25 fee for folks that are just regular running, walking, ages 0 to 13, 14 to 17. And then if you're over 10, a big group can get a little bit of a discount, or active military and veterans, obviously, also $15. That's great.
Yes. So we do offer multiple programs, but in the end, we're all raising the money for a good cause. So, you know, just remember that and come out and support us, help us. The more, the merrier. You know, if this could be our biggest year ever, it would make me more than happy.
There's a Facebook page for the Blue Star Mothers that you can find. And I'm thinking there's a link there for the registration. Yes,
there is a Facebook page. There is a link. You can also go to runsignup.com/race/PA/Patriotic 5K Color Walk. Day of event registration starts at 7 a.m. Obviously, once we get closer to the event, I'm sure I'm going to be back on the air with you.
I'd love that.
Just to remind everybody. But yes, sign up now. You have until the 30th.
All right, Brenda Everett, one of the vice presidents of Blue Star Mothers, as well as helping out the folks of the 327th Quartermaster Battalion Family Readiness Group. Thank you for your service, as well as your family service, and we can't wait to see you in September for the color run.
All right. Thank you, Freddi. Appreciate you.
In Touch is locally produced in our studios at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport. To get in touch with us for questions, comments, or topic ideas, call weekdays 570-323-8200 or email me at fhammer@backyardbroadcasting.com. For archived files of our In Touch shows, find our Backyard Podcasting link on any Backyard Broadcasting website or subscribe to our YouTube channel, Backyard Broadcasting. The programming discussed here on In Touch does not necessarily reflect the feelings or opinions of the management or staff. Thanks for listening to In Touch. Brought to you by Geisinger, Muncie, and Jersey Shore. State-of-the-art healthcare close to home.